Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Collegiate Valorant League. We have yet another awesome day of playoff matches coming your way. It's crazy. This is actually already day 4 of the league, and so I'm super excited to get it kicked off. And tonight it's going to be a little bit different. As you can probably see on the camera right now, I'm not with Funny. I'm with somebody else. So,
That's right. You're
Bent,
with
how you
me.
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm ready to honestly just cast some more matches and keep this train going. I mean, over the past few days, we've had some excellent matches. I had the privilege of casting San Jose versus San Francisco the other day, and I mean San Jose won that extremely clean. I mean, played some of the fastest Valorant I've seen, and just overall well coordinated, clean gameplay. It is super fast. I mean, a 22-minute game on Ascent, honestly unheard of from what I've seen, but something I want to ask you about. I think as that match was going on, or one day, or maybe the day after, you got to cast the Long Beach match, correct?
Yes, we did.
How
Me and
did
Eli.
how did that look?
It looked pretty good. I will say Long Beach. From what I've actually seen from Long Beach, even in the preseason, they've been strong. So I'm not
Mm.
expecting anything different.
Yeah, Long Beach. I've always, when I've casted them with Funny, I've always enjoyed watching their play as well. OS 14 plays a pretty mean Omen, and that whole squad is just overall really well rounded. And I mean, San Jose is too, and this is honestly, as everyone joins the lobby, I mean, prediction wise, this one's going to be a hard one to call for me, just because I'm kind of wondering how San Jose is going to take kind of change their approach tonight, right? I mean, they were just so aggressive on Ascent the other night. I mean, they won 11 rounds in a row to start the match, and it felt
And
like all the rounds were just over in a matter of seconds. But obviously, Long Beach is nowhere. They're I would say a much higher team than what San Francisco was.
that. Yeah, from what I've also just seen, like each team has its different, style, its different strategies, and each team has a response. And sometimes the response is very strong, and sometimes it's very, I don't want to put it in a mean way of weak, but it's just like it just depends on how can you take something that's coming at you and how can you turn that around for your benefit. Where can you find that chink in your armor? And some teams like this, like Long Beach, I've seen them play. They have been aggressive, and they also had a good defense. So
Mm.
these teams are very polished, and especially now in the playoffs and the brackets that we have between the Immortal and Diamonds, the way they've been teamed up, it's been very good, or very, you know, very good, the best that it can be. So we've seen a lot of these back and forth games where we haven't seen too many steamrolls. I have been a part of one match that was a steamroll, which was that second night, I think. So besides that, really, it's all been really back and forth, and they've both been very good. All have been very good games. Just seeing the strategy, seeing the strengths, seeing the weaknesses, and how their team can cover them up when they do appear. Because each team does, as I said, they do bring a different strategy, and different strategies will find different chinks in an armor.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think SJSU. I mean, they were just super fast the other night, but I mean, you're talking about the strengths and weaknesses. I mean, something a weakness in that quick play was sometimes Teddy on that jet got a little over aggressive. I mean, when would sit back and would have the op would do great, honestly, and sometimes going aggressive would do well, but I think just sometimes over aggression would led to a few first bloods and gave I think San Francisco some rounds maybe they shouldn't have gotten. I mean, like the last round before the half, they could have 12-0'd and went to their side and maybe had a flawless, but yeah, Teddy just kind of dove in, and the rest of the team kind of followed them up a little bit. I mean, it fell down to a 4v2, and then eventually they lost that round. So I think if they keep playing that way tonight, I think the key for Long Beach is just going to be watching for that aggression, just kind of being aware and recognizing that that's going to dive. So
And also, yeah, just seeing, and I haven't really seen Teddy play, to be honest. Like we see so many matches come through, and I might have seen him play. Right now I'm not remembering it, but just talking about the aggression and all that. Yeah, the last night's match we saw a lot of aggression plays, And as you said, some fell through, some didn't. And bringing that into this point I'm making is this is not Call of Duty or anything. This is a different game entirely.
Right.
This is not a zero to hero game. This is a you play as a team to win. You know, like in Call of Duty, you can go in and you can be that one person who really just changes the game. Not saying you can't do it here, which it has happened in the couple of games that we have casted over, but in this type of setting, sticking with your team is definitely the smartest move, and that's what we've seen a lot of these more. The more we've seen a lot more happen from the teams that stay together, the ones that really have polished that and they move further along.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is a tactical FPS. I mean, granted, there are some characters that can move around pretty quickly and be a lot more mobile, say in another tactical FPS like Counter Strike. But yeah, I mean, you die so quickly in this game. So I mean, your aggression has to be calculated. And yeah, you do need to stick more as a team because some of the biggest blowouts that I've seen in this game have when these teams have been rolling through, the opposing team, and the opposing team is just they're getting caught out individually. Say on Haven, they're just, players dying in garage, and then one's dying A long trying to sneak up on defense, and they're all just kind of, playing scatterbrain and all over the place. So yeah, absolutely. You've got to find that good balance of aggression, but it's got to be with your team as well. You can't really do
I
those hero plays. You're gonna if you make the hero plays, it's a real lucky situation. It's most likely a clutch situation. You're catching them off guard. Like you cannot just rush them and expect to just mow all them down instantly.
I also think it does depend a lot on the map, as we are loading into Ascent. In each site, there is those choke points, and you don't want to be caught at those choke points. Those choke points are terrible to be caught at. So I could see definitely a lot more of an aggression play on this type of map because you want to get through that hallway that just chokes you out and just get back into the open where you can get
Yeah,
more cover.
yeah. You get that pick and then explode. I mean, last night one of the biggest things I saw, for Fullerton Black was when they exploited Sac State's Mitchell on that catwalk area, and without fail every time. Once they got that kill, they would immediately rush A. They'd either pop like a Reyna ult, Phoenix ult, something like that. They would get that kill on the Mitchell and then immediately exploit A. And the other night, or catwalk ready to just immediately pounce. So
And that's
yeah,
and
I
that's
think again, the map just enables
and
it.
that's where also that adaptability comes in too, where each team you see it, and sometimes you see it very strong on on other teams, and sometimes you don't really see it that much. So that's adaptability is a big thing, a part of this game where it's like in Call of Duty, you just change your weapon loadout. All right, cool, we're going close, we're going far, whatever, and you just keep responding until one team eventually wins. But in this team, where you said it is a lot more strategic and it's a lot more team based, you got to make sure you know what you're doing because you can't just change anything like, oh, I don't like this character right now, I'm just going to change it. You can't do that. So you got to make sure you know what map you're playing on, and what your teammates are also going to be playing, so you all kind of mesh together. We're making that perfect. What's the word? I'm blanking on it, but like a perfect synchronization almost.
Right.
How can you all work together to obtain this one goal?
Yeah, great mesh of players overall. And so, well, we're actually now getting into the match, and we had a little bit of a disconnect here, but we're getting back in. I think we did miss the pistol round potentially, so um,
We are having some technical difficulties, so just bear with us. So thank you for bearing with us. So we are going to restart it, and hopefully it fixes it. We are working over the internet all remotely, so we are at the mercy of the wires and the internet, as doesn't seem to like esports that much.
yeah, 2020 has been a crazy year. I mean, you just got to give a big shout out to everybody, anybody on a production team, especially the production team for the Gamers EDU, on any production team out there, just to be able to do what they've done in the midst of COVID. 'Cause it's a lot different trying to work out of your houses and studios
And while we're here, sometimes I always forget to say this is, we got to give a shout out to Radiance GG, CV, Clear Eye View, to, definitely being partners with us
30
is an amazing
seconds
thing.
left.
So Radiance GG, of course, being that service where if you guys are Valorant players and you want to find people to play with or find people around your skill level, that's a great opportunity to use. If you guys need some blue light glasses, where I'm gonna think I need to start getting some because staring at a screen for so long.
One enemy
It's probably
remaining.
something I need to look up for.
10 seconds left.
It was
Yeah,
you
I
or
mean,
me.
we're at our screens all hours of the day, and also got to shout out Ritual Motion as well. And then the Cal State Entertainment Alliance. Cal State Entertainment Alliance, if you're at a Cal State University, they can offer you internship opportunities for college credit and help get you connected to the entertainment industry. So, yeah, all those panels for our sponsors down below, so please check them out.
And also, another thing we do like to boast about here at EDU, we are about mental health, and that is a big thing I like to get behind as well, because that's something I have I don't want to say always struggled with, but life gets you down sometimes, and you need people to help you out. So I would say, we do have our Discord, thegamersedu.org. You can come join us over there as well. So Discord, gamersedu.org.
I know exactly where you are.
So come on over.
I have retrieved the spike.
Yeah. Right,
Cage
yeah.
triggered.
Yeah, seeing the match right now, we're still running into a bit of issues. We can see the players, but not really any overlays or anything else. This looks like a nice cinematic experience to watch this
Revealing area.
So since we do not have much to go off of, we can see that we're just going to have to do play-by-plays without the name. So we do have the spike going down right now
No more
in the B
charges
site,
left.
right?
They
B
found my
site.
body.
Yeah,
No more
definitely
charges
on
left.
B. Who's the attacking team was, I think, San Jose for this. So yeah, they've got bombed down. Trying to see what the situation looks like exactly, but it looks like to try to fix this, we're gonna have to exit the match here. So yeah, do just bear with us as we get these things fixed. There just seems to be a glitch. I don't know, something with the broadcast system. As far as the spectator client, so just trying to get that fixed right now and be able to get back in and then have a nice little surprise and see where the teams are at. Saw a little bit of the scoreboard, and yeah, both teams seem to be pretty equal in kills, honestly. So maybe some rounds traded early on. I wouldn't be too surprised to see that. These two teams are going to clash very well together, and this is one of the series, right? Like Bent was saying, I don't think there's any series left that's a bad series, right? So this could be another one that we see actually go to a third map.
I could see this one. I have seen Long Beach and San Jose both fight. Can't remember if I've seen them fight together, but overall I have seen them fight, and they are both very strong teams. They do definitely represent their school logo very well. We do have the Spartans versus the Sharks. Hard to see who is in their strong element here, either in water or on land, though.
Right. Yep, on the battlefield of Valor, there's a whole different world. But I just caught a glimpse, so it does look like that actually Long Beach is up 2-1 right now. Long Beach is a team on defense. Yeah, they're up 2-1. Look at the two Jets actually pop both, and they're trying to find each other, and
one of the Jets kills another Jet.
Yeah,
That's all we got right now.
Long Beach Jet take down the other
Long
San
Beach and
Jose
San
Jet.
Jose.
Yeah, Long Beach Jet take down San Jose Jet. So
And then we
Spike
have
planted.
that's what we know right now exactly. And it looks like the bomb is going to go down on B again for the side of San Jose. Looks to be about a 4v2 situation. No, 5v2. Wait, or 4v2 or 5v2. So
Last player
be a few
standing.
players of San Jose trying to push in. Yeah, players going to try to make a valiant effort, but not able to do that in the end. So it looks like that should tie up the game at 2-2. So yeah, off to an early combative start for both teams. Yeah. So. Yeah. So yeah, guys, for the honestly, for the rest of this game, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. The spectator overlay is a bit bugged right now, so we're just going to have to go a lot off first-person POVs and leaderboard. So me and Finn here are going to try to commentate this and, you know, try to give you guys the best experience possible while this is going. But a Hunter's Fury, I mean, a lot of ults being popped so far. There's pretty good resistance at the A site from the side of Santa.
One enemy remaining.
Coming in, I mean, able to pop out too before Zul gets away.
But even with that ult, now he has another life. Pretty much, you know, the ultimate run it back. As San Jose is trying to go in, maybe going for another B plant. I don't know if they have it down yet. I'm not hearing any spike noises, so the San Jose Cypher is down. Leaving, I don't know who versus who, really.
Yeah, once we take a look at the scoreboard, we'll get a little bit better of an idea again. I think it was San Jose that is actually on the defensive side. Yeah, it is. So San Jose right now is sitting on defense. Long Beach will be sitting on the offense. So that was a round victory for San Jose. I think that puts it at I think about 3-3 right now. I'm not sure if the 3-2. Okay, so 3-2 San Jose right now, but try to look at the mini map and see if we can get some sort of information. I mean, right now the smokes comes out. I mean, everything looks to be an all piece spin. I mean, they're not trying to waste any time on this site. No rotations at all. We'll be trying to push in, but I mean, between the smokes and the cyber cage, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get on the bomb site right away. And might be trying to watch their flank.
It almost seems like it's a shoot off right now, or whatever they call it. I can't remember what the word for it is. They're just shooting back and forth. Pop shots going back and forth. Nothing really getting hit yet. It's hard to see. We don't have the overlay, so we don't know if any health has gone down. It looks like San Jose is trying to get that rotation, maybe back around middle to A or long side rotation through spawn to A. And it looks like the team is starting to split up a little bit.
Yeah, Long Beach is trying to position towards mid right now, but there is a Jet player there lurking, and there's still two players sitting on the B side. I think if I almost saw my mini-map correctly, there might be one behind them right now somewhere in the spawn, I think.
Yes, there was one there in the spawn. It was the Jet player.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
The Long Beach side.
Well, it looked like green, which should be...
One enemy remaining.
Well, I thought
Jeez.
San Jose is attacking, aren't they? Red?
No,
right?
No, it was Long Beach red.
I thought...
Yeah, because when it goes green to the scoreboards, yeah, Teddy and them are the San Jose side on green, and Boop, OS14, Rising Rage, all of them are on Long Beach, so...
Oh,
Yeah, I just see it on the stream again. Yeah, red team is Long Beach and green team is San Jose. Yeah, much easier to definitely keep track of with the overlay, but yeah, San Jose currently on defense and Long Beach on the offense right now.
Let's
I
fly.
thought offense was red, so is it? I might be. Then I'm in. Okay.
I mean offense. Yeah, right now. I mean they are red, and that is Long Beach.
So Long Beach. So everything I've been saying has just been reversed.
One down.
Do a quick reverse. As we do get the first Jet kill, second on Omen.
That
Looks
was
like
a
two
quick
more
round.
just already went down.
They all died at.
That was an ace? Wait, dude,
Oh
was
my
I just a
God.
part of an ace and I don't even get to see it because I can't see without the
Teddy.
visual?
Yeah, Teddy's playing aggressive again. Look at that. I mean, 13, 5, and 4. I mean, yeah, it was a little bit laggy, but that was a straight ace from Teddy. I mean, that's his specialty, is getting...
Well, yeah, Teddy, we did get to see everything from
Yeah.
Teddy's side. And
It
what a
is good.
play. I wish I could see the visuals of the beautiful ace picture, but I have to deal with it in my mind. Maybe when we have to rerun this back.
Unless they all died so quickly, I mean, that just looked like it happened so fast. I mean, they honestly did look like they're lined up, and Teddy
Just an
already knocked
unfortunate-
one down again. So Teddy, 14 kills this early on in the game, and he could be pacing very well for a 30 bomb. But yeah, I mean, just like I was saying before the match, this looks like that aggression that San Jose, had in the San Francisco series, and it looks like they're not going to stop on that, even being on the defensive side.
I know exactly.
Long Beach is trying to push in, but so many good shots on the fan.
One enemy remaining.
Teammates there to back up. I think OS 14 gets knocked down there in the end. So right now, San Jose on a nice roll. Yeah, Teddy just 14, 5, and 4.
And
Gonna
Teddy's
gonna be hard for the side
this is a nice
of
spot.
Long Beach to handle. He's just so aggressive, just has honestly precision aim. And this would be a duel. I mean, if you're already starting to think about the
Yes,
finals,
this should
a little bit,
work.
I mean, just imagine somebody like
This goes here.
Teddy, like Chris or Elvin
That
just
goes
facing
there.
off a team
Ah,
like
this is a nice
CSULB. I mean, it's nasty to think about.
This goes.
I mean,
Then
just
we
looking
got-
at the play, he's so confident in being able to take on the entire enemy team. I mean, uses the flash properly. I mean, that smoke is a good placement. So, I mean, it blocks him off at a head level. So, I mean, between the flash and that smoke right there, I mean, how do you go in around that corner, right? It basically blocks the entire Long Beach team from even trying to push around that corner.
And
Wow.
something with you also gotta admire from Teddy is in this game. That's from my experience, the recoil's out of control on a lot of these weapons. But if you were able to control that, use that to your advantage, that is just another layer on top of your skill. Because when I look at Teddy and I'm seeing him shoot, it almost looks like a straight laser, but you know that there's a lot of movements going on to counteract that recoil.
Yeah, he knows how to pull down that mouse. And if you're new to Valorant, I mean, there is obviously recoil patterns. You know, there is a set pattern for each gun that the gun recoils by. So it's not like any other shooter where it's pretty easy and it's a random recoil. I mean, this
30
is a set
seconds
pattern.
left.
So I mean, you as an aspiring player, if you just put hours and hours,
I have
into
the
either something
spike.
like Aim Labs or Kovacs or even just playing deathmatch in the game, you'll be able to master the sprays and be able to have extremely good aim.
One enemy
You
remaining.
can tell that a player like Teddy has honestly does that day in and day out.
10 seconds
We
left.
do have this operator up in heaven right now. I mean, it looks like we just only have one player left on the attacking side of San Jose.
Yeah, it's OS14 honestly hanging out. He's trying to survive for his first down. I mean, he has not had the best start of this game. I mean, somebody comes spraying on the corner and he dies just at the end. So
Yeah.
OS14's luck continues to run bad. As unfortunately right now he's 0-9. So usually, and this is something unfortunate for him. Honestly, I mean, usually he's been such a strong Omen player for the side of Long Beach. I mean, whenever me and Funny have casted him, he's always been on point, one of their top fraggers for the team. So seeing him where he is right now is a little bit unfortunate, but I'm sure as the game goes on, I mean, there's still much of the series left to play that they'll be able to step it up right now.
And it does look like they are taking.
Teddy.
I don't think we didn't go into. We're not into. We didn't go through halftime, right? 'Cause
No,
it looks like
oh,
they're
no,
taking
no.
eco round. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So to make sure.
Teddy, but Teddy started off the round honestly with an ultimate kill. He was able to jump up,
One
hover his
enemy
ultimate
remaining.
dagger somebody. But again, this looks like classic San Jose. I mean, this looks like them from the match the other day. The rounds are going by so quickly that it looked like Long Beach early on was being given opportunities to get onto these bomb sites, but it looked like San Jose snapped right out of it and said, no, let's get back to our aggressive ways and let's take it right to them. I mean, it's working.
Already 8-2. When you don't have the visuals up, it goes by so much faster.
And it does, but San Jose, I mean, this is just, a 22.5-minute match. Like, I was talking with Funny about it last night after the first Ascent match that we watched from Fullerton Black. Fullerton Black won 13-5, and in San Jose's game, they won 13-4, so only a round difference. San Jose won in 22 minutes, and Fullerton Black won in 35 minutes. 13 extra minutes for just only a one-round difference. San Jose is clinical when it comes to closing out these rounds. So they're just on a whole nother level when it comes to aggression.
And there we go again. It looks like Teddy. This looks like the Jets. I'm assuming it's Teddy again. And what a smart move. We see that's something I haven't seen from a lot of
The
players.
Omen
as well,
player,
Teddy.
actually.
Was it the Omen?
Yeah,
But-
it's the Omen. Looking at the gloves, I mean, either way,
Yeah.
it's still
there's
clean aim.
There it is. There she is. Never mind. But what I wanted to point out was with the Omen, you see a lot of players turn tail and run. Not too many will switch their pistol and just shoot and walk backwards. You don't see that too
Spike
often.
planted.
And that is a very great strategic thing to do.
Yeah, the classic has been shown to do some damage. I mean, I
One
agree. I do
enemy
see,
remaining.
even from a lot of pros. I mean, if they run out of bullets, I mean, you've got the right click burst of that classic. I mean, if you're able to knock some health on them, you just pull out your classic, you right click them, and they go down instantly. So, Yeah, it is such a smart play to see somebody not afraid to use the
Spike
classic.
defused.
I mean, do whatever you can to take the enemy down and get some damage. And obviously, if there's a situation you're a little
Last
bit too
round
over
in the
your head
half.
in, you know, get the heck
But
out of there. But you know,
even
I
just
mean,
being able to like not turn tail and run and expose your back, but to take that, even though you're walking backwards, you're a little bit slower, but providing yourself that extra little bit of coverage of bullets going out, because no one wants to step out into a bullet field.
Goes there.
So that's just it's a very smart move to use that in that way.
yeah. So looks like we're going to be getting the last round before the
Get out
half.
of my
And yeah,
way.
San Jose right now is 9-2, and we hear a Jet ultimate pop, so you gotta believe that that's going to be Teddy's ultimate right now. And if you're looking on the mini map, Teddy looks to be lurking in mid. So instead of taking a honestly too over aggressive play, definitely going to be lurking. Actually has an off in hand. So another Phoenix ult's going to come out. Unfortunately, it's going to get caught in that ult, but it's okay. I mean, he's got another life and able to back away.
And not almost. Oh, and the Jet does go down. But luckily, this is the half. So the ultimate. It looks like the OP was picked up by I can't see whose hands they are when it's zoomed in.
Yeah, sometimes a risk. But definitely
Sova.
right now, this is the Sova right now. But
My bad.
One enemy
Yeah.
remaining.
plays are kind of honestly going all over the place. I mean, there's the last player remaining. I think that's going to be San Jose's Omen right now versus 3 other players. So Bomb's going to go down and B, so let's see what he can do or not do as he gets taken down inside a market. Bomb goes down, but that won't matter too much as
Switching sides.
Now we do
Good
have
risk.
now San Jose is on the defending side.
yeah, I mean, just so clinical from San Jose. I mean, 11 rounds the other night on the first half, 9 rounds on this, so 20 attacking round wins out of 24, honestly. Yeah, it's about 24. So they are just super clinical when it comes. Yeah. Well, there we go, guys. It was a setting. We got it fixed, so at least we'll be able to yeah, whoever just DM'd our production guy right now, thank you so much for DMing them and helping fix the setting, because this makes, honestly, the rest of, I mean, I knew we were gonna have it fixed by the second game and potentially third, but this makes it so much easier to cast and see things.
And this is now we get to see how the money or how your economy is being used.
Yeah, I mean, now I can see the players, exactly what's going, so we're good, but, we'll move past it now. We're going to get into the action. So, I mean, the trades are already coming out. Looks like San Jose has gotten the bomb down onto A. It's 2v2.
Cover going out.
Yeah, man, pick up Teddy. Equalizes it straight up into a 2v2. But, I mean, the smoke's out, and they should know that both players are going to come from the top. I think they've realized now they need someone to help the teammate
And
trade.
Nashie gets 2, 1, and then the one with the through the wall.
Good teamwork right there. I mean, Chris was hopping around, and Nashie was there to honestly use that bait and get both kills. So excellent teamwork, and they're 10-3, and this is where things get dangerous, Bent. I mean, you win the pistol round, you go 10, right? You think they're almost guaranteed next round. That's 11. I mean, they're only 2 rounds away from 13-3ing Long Beach, map 1. I mean, that is something I don't think either of us were going to predict coming into this.
Not really, because the other when Hammer Blue Long Beach was fighting, and they fought so well too. It's almost like a reverse, as you were saying. Like Long Beach did come out very strong in the match that they played, and there wasn't too, like, you could almost guarantee that Long Beach was going to win. Now it's just like, I don't know what happened to Long Beach. Maybe some players are just not having that day.
Spike planted.
Not all there mentally.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot of factors that could be going into this, or it's just they were matched up.
Yeah,
And San Jose just came ready.
I mean, Valorant and honestly any esports title in general is going to be a day-to-day game, right? I mean, honestly, I think DH turned me into a believer, right? That they can beat any team. It's just who's going to show up on that day and play well. And right now, I mean, they don't look like they stopped playing. I mean, this to me looks like the San Jose from the other day, right? I mean, exact similar performance, similar speed, and honestly, they might do it in a round sooner. I mean, they could 13-3 this, or if they happen to 13-4 it again, I mean, identical scoreline. They have this map figured out so well, and I don't think going forward, I mean, if they win this series, and this is an Immortal bracket semifinals, everyone. I mean, whoever wins this makes it to the Immortal bracket grand final and will be up for trying to snag first or second place and get that trophy. So going forward, I mean, whoever makes it to the final, if they were to, you know, make it to the final, does not want to play them on this map because they just they have it figured out so well, and it's amazing to see. I mean, any team that wants to learn how to play as Synth, they should be watching San Jose play this map any chance they can get.
And as you said, now we're going in. Now they are going in, trying to attack, get this spike down. That's, as you said, it's like, you know, they got this trick around. They're pretty much guaranteed the next at 11, which it almost looks like it is. And they got, it's going into 12 after this.
One
if they do
enemy
win it.
remaining.
And then they got one more.
Shot done.
Yeah,
Spike planted.
it's a 4-1 situation. I mean, bombs will go down. Chris is already going to hunt Phantom, so it's 12-3. I mean, right now we are entering match point for map number 1, and then again, as we've been saying, most of the game it's just been San Jose. I mean, honestly, I can't wait to see what the match time is once this ends, because surely, I mean, they've got 2 ults. They've got Teddy's ult, we got Omen's ult, so I mean, I expect to see nothing but aggression. I mean, you see Teddy ready to lurk mid, Omen's pressed himself up against the wall, so you bet smokes are going to come out already onto B, and they're just going to launch a full sin and try to get this game. And I mean, why not? I mean, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it, and you just got to keep pressing.
And San Jose is definitely feeling it as we do.
Well, we just got a little bit of interesting information. I mean, on this, Teddy's got 8 ping apparently. Oh, okay. Teddy has 12 ping. Okay, so yeah. I mean, the 12 ping, 8 ping, the joke is true. I mean, that's ping I've only ever seen when I've watched, you know, Korean players play, because they got that fiber internet across the whole country over there. But
So
yeah,
maybe Teddy just, he literally uploaded his consciousness to the server.
I mean, with the way he plays, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he definitely has to live in extreme proximity to that server. And, you know, honestly, it makes a big difference. I mean, you wouldn't think just based off milliseconds that it does 12 milliseconds versus somebody that's playing on a 30 or 40 millisecond ping. Honestly, it makes all the difference in the world. Teddy's going to have the best bullet reg in the server, and all his shots are going to be working. But, I mean, as we're talking about pings and living in the server, San Jose in the map, so there you go. 13-3. Teddy, another star performance on Ascent, and what a crushing victory as they take map number 1.
I
Wow.
didn't expect anything less from either side of the teams to put their whole heart and soul into it. Wasn't expecting this type of outcome, though. But as we did say, sometimes it just depends. You just what day you plan on? You tired this day? Did you party all Friday night? You coming back? You little like tipsy maybe, but who knows? Who's playing? That's the real question. Is are you on your game? And sometimes people just don't.
Yeah, it happens, but I mean, this is just same San Jose aggression. I mean, 6 first bloods out of Teddy. This is what he did to San Francisco the other day. I mean, just knocked down first bloods, whether it was diving into people, using that op. I mean, Teddy's just got it figured out on Jet, how to play aggressively, how to get those first bloods, and how to get away with it. So I mean, it's always a pleasure to watch them. And you know, I honestly hope to see Long Beach regroup in the second map, because this is just not like them, to be honest. This is not what we've seen from Long Beach throughout the season. I mean, you look at honestly the scoreboard, right? San Jose, they ended out the regular season 13-1, but Long Beach was 11-2. I mean, they were number 4 and San Jose was number 1. So I mean, you're facing, you know, 2 of the top 4 teams in our league throughout the season, and you know, it's not something you saw from Long Beach. I mean, realistically, they probably only lost to CSULB Black and San Jose, and they probably took it to everybody else. So yeah, well, I mean, you saw on the scoreboard some uncharacteristic plays. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for us on map number 1, but don't go anywhere, as we've got map number 2 coming up right after a short break,
and we'll be back. So make sure you get your snacks, your drinks, and posture check. Don't want to be looking like Notre Dame over here.
everyone. Welcome back to the Collegiate Valorant League. We just had map 1 of San Jose versus Long Beach, and we're going to get started on map 2 here pretty soon, which will be Icebox. But, Ben, I think we got to give just a slight recap of map 1. I mean, that was nothing like what we expected.
Nothing at all. I thought it was going to be more of a back and forth map, but that map turned out being 13-3, something I could not even predict at all.
No, I mean, I figured that San Jose might bring out the aggression again, because that's just their play style. I mean, Chris, every time I watch Chris with the season, is always an aggressive Phoenix, no matter what side of the map. Teddy plays Jet. I mean, Jet just, reeks of aggression. But, I thought that Long Beach might have the, honestly, better skill and maybe awareness to deal with it compared to maybe, a team like San Francisco who got, beat by them got beaten the other night. But honestly, I didn't even see the scoreboard into that last match. I mean, I didn't pay attention, honestly, to the time on it. So, but I mean, that map just felt so quick. So hopefully Long Beach has had a time to recuperate.
And you do have to give props to Teddy, who had a very high KD, especially in the beginning. Not even getting to that half point of the map of that round is just he had a very high KD. I think when we looked, it was like 14. Was it 6 or something like that? Or even less, like,
I mean,
14,
he got most of the kills. I mean, on that defensive side. I mean, on the second half, he had to do honestly very little to push his team, over the finish line and get such a dominant 13-3 victory. And
something I didn't think we were going to see in this playoff season is Icebox. I did not think we were going to see an Icebox map.
I'm glad to see it though. I was thankful to see it at the end of the regular season because it was such a nice, honestly, change up, right? It's always good to see, some freshness into the game. I mean, game like this, honestly, you'll see these maps for, months and years to come, and they'll all be staples. But, yeah, it's nice to see Icebox, so it'll be interesting to see how these two teams play. I mean, I think it fits, honestly, right into San Jose's play style a bit. I mean, with the way people like to hit A and such the verticality. I mean, this is a map for Teddy to go absolutely crazy on. We'll be looking for him to continue, honestly, his MVP performance, honestly, of the league so far. I mean, what he did the other day and, the Immortal bracket and what he did today, it's been super nasty. But looks like a slight tech difficulty strikes again, as I think we had Nashi's game crash. So he's going to restart that. Hopefully has it on a nice SSD and we'll be able to get right back in very quickly.
You got one of those nice M.2s. They'll start up very quickly.
M.2s, yeah. I actually built a new PC right before Black Friday, and yeah, I got an M.2 for the first time, and I feel like my computer boots up quicker even before on my old PC. I had a normal, SATA-based SSD with this M.2. It's so quick, and yeah, Nashi is going to be back in the game, so it looks like we'll get this restarted right now. Yeah, this will be interesting to see. I mean, San Jose, on the attacking side, so, I mean, but it's just, I say, like, yeah, the aggression on attacking, but, I mean, they're just aggressive no matter what side they play. But, I mean, yeah, I guess we know a lot of these two teams so far, but, I mean, since it's our first time commentating together, I got to get your thoughts. I mean, what do you think of Icebox as a map?
Just from what I've seen, I did play on it actually against Fidget. I did a sniping battle with him, which was not. I mean, you can tell that I won this one, of course, against Fidget, one of the better snipers in the game, right? Either way, I did not like Icebox. I don't like the way Icebox is set up. I despise it. I really do. I don't know why. It's, to me, the lanes are very long, which is not bad. It's just the way that it's set up that's so narrow, and there's not much cover in the long hallways.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can get some people's criticisms. I mean, I think honestly, it's just gonna take a bit time for people to figure it out. I mean, it's just, I've always been, surprised at how I've seen people play it, at least in the Valorant League so far. And honestly, from watching a pro team the other day play it, when this map came out, right before we had to start commentating, I mean, I was watching YouTube videos, some of it was, had pro gameplay included and pro input. And, the biggest thing I always seemed like is that it was going to be B, right? And middle of the map control, because you control middle of the map, you have such easy access into B. You have access into their spawns so if you needed to pinch A, or just cut them off from rotating to B. But a lot of times on this map, people just completely forego the middle of the map. They'll just 5-stack A and rush it, which has just kind of baffled me so far. So I don't know if that's just honestly what a lot of teams are just comfortable with, or maybe that's like an optimal strat they think actually works. But
I think it's just when you look at B site, this map is very, what's the word, split, I guess. That's the best way to put it, because there's so much, like almost every little like section has its just different play styles. Where B is kind of more, together in that close knit, close corners is what a lot of Valorant players are used to. But when you put them into this very long hallway, stuff like that on B side where all the long hallways are, that's something when you're used to these close corners and you throw in all these long hallways with barely any cover, it's hard to play that when you're so used to playing a certain way.
Stealing sight.
yeah, I understand that. But I mean, we're gonna go and hop into the game, and Nashi for the side of San Jose is gonna go ahead and find the first blood. So it's gonna force a Long Beach to kind of back up out of A a little bit. I mean, A is definitely one of the harder sites to retake, and it looks like they've already been alerted in the back. So I mean, they're gonna send 3 players to the back onto to clean up Boop pretty quickly. But Interior is gonna find a kill. Boop finds a kill in the back, but they take him down. So it's actually gonna be a 3v3 situation with all of Long Beach on the bomb site. So
One enemy
down to
remaining.
weekly trades here. Near is actually already found 3. So 2v1. Elvin's gonna have to see if he can shock
One
down.
enemy
Maybe
remaining.
splash damage. Does so with absolute perfection. 1v1
Whoa,
situation, and Near gets 4
Near-
kills in the round. Luckily, his teammate was actually able to get that bomb defused halfway, and so Near comes up clutch. 4 kills in the round, gets a bomb defused. So that should be a nice stack of credits in his pocket. Yeah, he's got 3,800, so he's obviously not going to do it this round, but if he wanted to, he could do a full buy. So very
What
impressive.
a great way to start off the first round as well with 4 kills. Really helping your team out for getting that first win, starting your own momentum.
Right. Yeah, it sets the tempo right. I mean, it's a good way to just refresh, right? Last game, done, dusted, over with. You got to forget about it. You got to move on. And in here, I mean, you start out 4 kills. I mean, I'd be tapping that scoreboard, be like, ooh, I'm 4-0 right about now. It's, feel yourself, be proud of what you're doing and just focus on it and go forward. So I think Long Beach has got good minds. And
Phantom,
first blood.
I think this is what, this is probably where Long Beach is gonna,
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade.
they're gonna start shining here. I think this is where they play the best, is in these short corners instead of long hallways.
Yeah, I mean, right now, because there's just so much verticality, right, that you want to take those close plays because you don't want to open yourself up to so many angles because there just is a lot. And I mean, when you got Eddie that can hop up high, Omen that can go up high, you've got to be careful. Lurking again. No match for
Austin was able
OS14.
to,
Yeah.
Spike
Austin was able to take
planted.
out Teddy.
Found them.
So looks like it's gonna be a 3v2 situation.
We do have Boop on. I'm not used to, what is this guy? I can't remember this gun's called.
It's the Ares.
Ares,
they're
yes.
both rocking. I mean, there's the Ares and the Odin. And OS14, I mean,
Last
again,
player
using
standing.
the Ares to perfection, but they find Boop, and so it's going to be a 1v2. Hasn't popped the bomb yet, but
One enemy
slightly
remaining.
somehow able to spray down big. I mean, that was such a long engagement, but Chris peeks out at the right time as OS14 decided to stick it, so they get a thrifty round right back on the board. So no big deal losing the pistol round, just good work and coordination from the side of San Jose, gets them that round back, and so they're able to get money. I mean, the economies are both going to be staggered, so right now, I mean, honestly, they're both going to be on a pretty even playing.
And this is kind of what we have. This is what I was expecting to see, is more of this back and forth banter instead of just a steamroll from one side.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, unless you go A on this map for the attacking, it's going to be hard just to dive. I mean, unless you roll through like you're doing right now. I mean, I like the mid play, right? Like I said, mid has honestly been the key to this map and controlling it. And so far, they got to pick mid, but they're falling back a little bit. I mean, Boop's alone near B. I mean, Elvin, or Teddy should have heard him with the knife swap, but didn't actually do it. So that's a star player down right now for the side of San Jose. And it's a 4v3 for Long Beach. So they're spread out a little bit. They're looking good. And now you see that San Jose is stuck in mid. They've got to figure out what they want to do with the bomb. And got about a minute on the clock to do it.
Stop! Killed my swarm grenade out.
So alarm ball gets triggered. They know somebody's lurking over near B. So 30 seconds up, it looks like, yeah, the smoke's coming in. It looks like they're going to try to make that push right now.
Ah, turret down. Recall
Going out.
30 seconds left.
Just now, but this
I have the
spike has not now. No, spike has not gone down yet.
One
Spike is
enemy
dead, but-
remaining.
No, TP comes out. I mean, they're actually been able to rotate. I mean, what was a disadvantage situation for them in the round is now turned into an advantage. And so Near is
Spike planted.
all alone actually outside of B, and the rest of Long Beach has now got the bomb down. So it's going to be a tall task for Near to overcome. I mean, it's just going to have to find each of these kills individually right now in a quick succession. But with honestly how they're spread out,
He might just want to
Silver
take
players.
this. Might want to take an eco round. Just save your gun. That could help you as in Long Beach winning.
Yeah, they lost last round. They're not going to have too
Bomb
much
grenade
money. I mean,
out.
you're one of the few players who's done. I mean, taps a bomb. So Chris knows where Near is. I mean, Near has almost got no situation. Yeah, would be a good idea to save. Looks like to be backing out through mid right now. Got the rest of the teammates clustered, so he might be able to spray one down, but no. Looks
Not
like
able to
the
get
whole
one.
team's going to be able to rotate out of there. Is actually
That's
Chris
Chris.
dies by his own bomb, so that's actually unfortunate as they win the round. I mean, it's going to force
That's
him
gonna
to spend
hurt.
some extra money that he didn't want to have to spend, so...
That's gonna hurt a little bit, but if we're seeing anything like we did see last game, it looks like San Jose might just be getting their momentum back. If we do see another steamroll match, that's gonna be more surprising than a back and forth match.
Yeah, I mean, to have the two maps in a row would be crazy, but, I mean, Teddy's got his teammates picking it up right now. I mean, Teddy's starting off the game 1 and 3, but, I mean, Elvin and Fig, just as solid as well. I mean, there's always somebody there on the San Jose team to pick it up, right? When somebody goes down, somebody's there to pick it right back up.
I was just about to comment on that as well. It's like, even though Teddy is, I wouldn't say necessarily falling behind, just maybe not getting his shots on as he should be, there are other people on the team picking up the slack, which is what you want to see. That's part of being a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody can pick up the slack. Ash is going to find another first blood again, and there you go. Teddy and Fig are already mowing him
One
down
enemy
today, so
remaining.
again, another quick round. And this could be a flawless right here. I mean, Fig goes hunting without full health. Gonna mess around with Luke. Luke's not able to hit any kills on the marginal. Teddy's hunting him down. Says, get
Look
back
at
here. 3
a
kills,
flawless.
flawless round. So Teddy was 1 and 3, now 4 and 3 in a flawless round. And that one was a quick one. So maybe Memphis is where we see that tempo pick up. And
Maybe that 10-minute break, Teddy's fingers got a little cold. Now he's
Here.
just got to warm them back up.
yeah, slide us some breaks. And maybe somebody turned on that AC in the house when they shouldn't have. And maybe got a little bit cold and had to warm them right back up real quick. But yeah, I mean, nice
Here.
3 kills in the round to do that. So he's right back up there on the top of the leaderboard with his teammates. But yeah, you can look, they're all sitting nice with Vandals,
Revealing area.
maybe a Phantom, and right now I don't think Long Beach has a full arsenal of guns. So it's going to be a tough round for them to get on the board as it looks like San Jose is going to go A yet again.
Ooh, and Chris trying to get the pop shots on Phantom, but Phantom is able to turn it around with that headshot on Chris.
That's such a huge kill. I mean, like I said, getting the first bloods, but getting somebody like Chris out of the round, entry fragger's gone. I mean, Teddy's gone as well.
But
But
it's still
Dig and
even.
Nashy. Yeah, it's still even. I mean, Dig and Nashy, like I said, they focus on the entry fraggers so much, like Teddy and Chris, but Nashy, another entry fragger, And even, I mean, the controllers and the sentinels of the teams can still do, you know, amazing frags as well.
The only
Bye.
Rising Rage is able to get through. I can't even pronounce the name, to be honest, right now.
Yeah, I mean, the bomb is such a good post-plant position, and here comes the Hunter's Fury, and he's able to get into
Oh, it's a hunt!
tagged.
Levin does get
One
Rising Rage
enemy
even as he
remaining.
does jump. What a great shot! But now not able.
Oh,
The
no,
piece
you
does
don't
go
do- Swarm
through.
grenade out.
With
Dang.
only having 5 health left.
Yeah, unfortunate his teammates couldn't back him up there. I mean, that's such a nice feature about this game to be able to use the ping system. I mean, in the Hunter's Fury ult, I mean, you know where that bomb's lined up. You just hit it, and all you gotta do is hit them once, and then they're tagged. I mean, you got perma wall hacks for the next 2 shots out of your Hunter's Fury. Of being able to tag him up and take him down, but unfortunately not able to get anything going there. So Long Beach showing a little bit more life, answering another round back on the board after losing 3 straight. So they're still trying to hang in there, Ben.
They definitely are, and that's something that I was wanting to see even after the first game. We didn't really get to see. So now, but Teddy, now as we have seen Teddy in the last game, getting those first shots off, getting that first
Swarm
kill.
grenade out.
Yeah, Boom lining one out, taking him down, and Near gets Teddy too, but Nashi answers it. I mean, the trades are coming out quickly. Phantom finds Nashi again, so another attempt on the B bomb site. Doesn't look like it's going to go exactly the way they predicted. I mean, OS14 actually just gets turned on by Elvin. I mean, that's just a Vandal versus a Phantom versus a Stinger action right there. I mean,
The
Vandal,
Stinger,
I'm sorry about
the
that.
Sting
Yeah.
goes all around. There's nothing you can do. That gun, you have to be very close.
It just sprays all over the place. But, I mean, we still, after all that action, find ourselves in a 2v2 situation. So still very doable. 45 seconds on the clock. Chris just trying to jiggle peek to see if he can get sort of any sort of information. And Elvin's going to be on low health, so they're going to have to play this
I'm
very
surprised they have not
cautiously.
dropped. Surprised they have not dropped the spike yet.
They're
30
just trying to
seconds
take
left.
it very methodically. I mean, 2v2.
Last player standing. One
Hunter's Fury
enemy
comes
remaining.
out. I mean, Chris is able to get one. Gets slightly tagged by the Hunter's Fury. Should be able to
got
get
this
bombed because that Hunter's Fury will
Yep.
keep.
I don't think
Phantom
you
locked
didn't
in.
even get. It didn't even get any
Revealing
tagged at
area.
all. This was
Yeah.
150.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, it didn't get one tag, like one full blast, but it doesn't matter. His Phantom's able to get Chris, so there we go. Now tying it up in 3-3, and so these little mix-ups that San Jose are trying to throw their way haven't worked. I mean, you know, they ended up, you know, getting shut down on A after getting that plant. And I mean, they, you know, something doesn't work for San Jose, they'll swap it up, and they try to go B there, and it doesn't work. So looks like Long Beach is starting to figure things out on defense.
All right, so now we are tied it up 3-3. This is something that we were expecting to see in the first game. Now seeing here in the second game.
Good to see some life out of them. So looks like they'll be trying to line up towards A. So again, they're going to go with that play style of lining up
Get out of
and
my
honestly
way.
just rotating.
Revealing area.
And it's probably a good idea. I mean, Killjoy absolutely has all the utility in the world over at B, and it's going to have that sight locked down. So you're going to have to try to find some sort of way to break it. But Interior is starting to light up with 2 kills.
Getting on Chris and Teddy, 2 top fraggers, especially in that last round.
See, Nashi and Thig just get thrown right back, and they're both going to go hunting. So, I mean, what was a 5v2 advantage just gets turned down to a 2v2 just like that.
Last player standing.
Then look at that. It did switch it up going to B side
Spike planted.
and planting that spike. Now he has the chance to set up for that rush.
Yeah, I mean, Boop's starting to rotate towards A, so I don't think they
Cutting
know
their
where the
vision.
bomb is. Yeah, Nearier's actually throwing out an eye over towards A, so I mean, how long is it going to take them to figure out? There you go, the knife comes out, they start running.
Last player
Dig's
standing.
actually in the spawn waiting for them to rotate, so it actually picks off the Reyna. Such a good play by Thig, and now you can hear the bomb ticking down faster. I mean, I don't think Boop's going to be able to do this at all. I mean, Thig might get caught in the side right here. I don't know if he's going to look in time.
Oh, but he
Actually gets it.
Thig gets the
1v2 clutch
4
by
piece.
Thig.
Gets
4K on the round. Such a good play by Thig. I mean, I thought it was going to be, honestly, Long Beach win and Near started off with 2 kills, but I mean, the trades from Nashi and Thig come in. Thig is able to rotate out, and they must have thought it was a fake because then they both walked right into A, like the bomb was planted there, and it wasn't. So I mean, Big doing an excellent job of faking him out and gets the bomb down, and I mean aggressively plays with his low health to get a near out. Has a good hiding spot, and I mean by the time Boop gets there, it would have been a very hard time to get that defuse, even if he was able to take down Big. So just smart clutch heads up play, and I think that stops any momentum that Long Beach was trying to gain.
Actually, Jenny going to take out Ozzy. We still have Chris and Teddy up, so they're definitely two very strong players.
Spike's here.
Yeah, Big trying to take on two on his own, wasn't able to, and Teddy overextends, getting caught in the side, but there's the backup. I mean, Elvin finds two. So it's a 3v2 situation. Bomb's gonna go down, and Near is all the way over B trying to rotate. And, I mean, Bomb's already gonna go down 3v2. It's gonna be a hard situation for them to rotate. I mean,
Last player standing.
Gets a nice little bit of headshots on the Elvin, but Elvin's a 3K on the round, feeling hot, not gonna drop anytime soon. And Near a little bit lower on armor.
To disappoint.
Ooh, but Near able to get
one enemy remaining.
Wow,
Near able to get
another
two.
one on Elvin. Turns what was a 1v3 into a 1v1 real quickly, but has to reload, and luckily Chris is able to push right around in time. So Near just putting damage right now into San Jose, and is probably giving a bit more of a lifeline to Long Beach and giving them a bit more money than they should have, because I mean starting off rounds with 2Ks and honestly almost clutching that 1v3 gives him a little bit more money to be able to buy and probably stay alive. So it's either money's pretty low right now, able to buy up guns, but if they don't get something soon, their economy is going to get broken.
They need to, yeah. The loss bonus is over now, so once you start losing, there's not much in economy or in money-wise you can get back from losing.
Not at all. Oh my god, I actually just got some tag onto that player sitting there. Nashy's guiding into the back of A with the ultimate, but everybody from the side of Long Beach is so far up, so far up on the map that I don't think Nashy's going to be able to get any use out of his ultimate. The Jet player's sitting in the back of A. Phantom's lurking around mid.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh, Phantom was actually able to get Teddy. I thought Phantom got the other one, but Rising Rage just cleaned it up there. Now we see a 2v1.
Yeah, Big looking for another clutch 1v2 is actually going to try to plant maybe on B, but actually decides to go lurking instead. So, I mean, this could potentially pay off. I mean, I honestly would like to see the bomb play right now, but I don't think they're expecting Big to go lurking. So if he's able to turn to the right, he's
One
going to
enemy
corner.
remaining.
And able to pick up Rising Rage.
Yeah, he knows where the player is, so he's
left.
immediately going to sprint back and get the bomb down on B, and Phantom's going to take his time rotating. And they both honestly got low health. I think 70 health for Thig and 56 for Phantom. So, I mean, it's going to be about who sees each other first. I mean, and Phantom's running back. I mean, he's gonna play the hiding game and maybe come out at the last second. I mean, he's planted the bomb out in the open in such a good spot that he could be anywhere. I mean, Phantom's got to do a job of clearing him. He's already clearing mid, so now he's got to know exactly where Thig is located, but
tries to pull him out with that bait. The Thig is pretty smart.
That's so good, and Thig's able to jig it. Now he pulls back. Now Thig pulls back here, knows that he's just now hopping on it, waits for the next pull, gonna wait his time.
Gets those shots lined up, taking out Phantom.
Good.
What a great play, even though he does die, able to clutch it up 6-3 now, getting those 3 points of leading. Which
yeah,
may not
I
seem
had
like a lot, but
there.
that's where you start to get the momentum from.
Yeah, these clutches, I mean, it's been back-to-back clutches. I mean, you had Big 4K last round, clutch a 1v3, clutch is a 1v2 this round. I mean, these are rounds that that Long Beach shouldn't be losing. They should be closing these out. They should be pushing together, but Thig has just been catching them out individually. They're not, catching Thig together as a team. So what could easily be, honestly, a tie, honestly a 5-4 lead for Long Beach is now a 6-3 for San Jose. And honestly, if they end up going on to lose this game, I think they'll be looking back at these past 2 rounds and thinking, man, if we just would have closed it out on Thig, because every round matters. It all matters towards the economy
You should run.
And Nashi able to come back on Aussie as well. Starting it off pretty strong. These first kills, as you said, they do matter a lot.
They do, and both kills coming out. So attacker and defending killjoy comes out, so they're gonna have to honestly run past each other a little bit. I mean, it's gonna be a 3v3 situation with the bombs down. The entire team of San Jose is actually falling back, so they're in good post-plant positions.
There.
Elvin has his ult, so actually he's gonna go ahead and pop it right now. They know where it's coming from, so the wall bangs are gonna try to come out. And Mirror actually popped the headshot.
Last
So
player
good crosshair
standing.
placement actually get it.
And there you
but
go with Chris and Brig getting the last 2 kills, securing another win for them, 7-3. Now it's starting to look like almost what we saw last game. It just started off a little bit slower.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow, but I mean, the clutches from Fig were just huge. I mean, gave them 2 rounds. You know, that round getting onto A, falling back into good post-plant positions. When they're playing the A post-plant very differently from what I've seen some teams. I mean, once they plant, a lot of teams I see would just sit on the bomb site and just kind of hover around it. But they plant and they fully back up and get in a good post-plant positions and watch it. So they're making it extremely hard for Long Beach to try to get on the bomb site and retake. And A is already hard enough to retake.
But I did say I think A is more towards the way that the Valorant has been set up to. You know, those short corners is what a lot of Valorant players are used to. That's what I've seen more on more maps than not. We do have those long hallways here and there, but they do have a lot more cover than on Icebox at Vista.
See ya.
Rising Rage is able to get that opening for Chris.
Yeah,
but
Big answers it right back. So they're going to be looking towards A again. I mean, the thing about this team is when they commit to, like, start committing to a bomb site, they don't often rotate. But Thig, yet again, is actually going to ult, has to cancel that back, but they're immediately taking the bait on the ult and, I mean, slightly taking the bait, but now they're starting to rotate back to A slightly, so it's interesting to see what San Jose decides to do, if they decide to go A here or if they decide to make another rotate. I mean, it's a 4v3 situation. They've only got 35 seconds on the clock, so they need to do something, need to find some sort of opening pick. Ashley's
30
coming through
seconds
mid in
left.
the back, but
And then
Aussie
Aussie just turned around. And
Yeah,
he had it too.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, could have potentially created an opening there for the side of San Jose, but aims in and doesn't get him. That's the issue with aiming in. Sometimes it's a little bit slower.
10
but
seconds
you
left.
a little bit more recoil. But Elvin's able to find 2, and actually Big might just be able to get the bomb down in the nick of time. So it's actually going to be a 2v2 situation. Elvin doing a very good job of covering Fig, is going to get straight
Last
down
player
from
standing. One enemy
Interior.
remaining.
Big finds one. Let's see what he can do, but Interior is ready. Big's in, honestly look in the right position, and so that's going to be round number 4 on the board for the side of Long Beach in 7-4. So only one more round before the half.
And either they're gonna do 7-5, or it could be 8-4. Either way, Long Beach,
Last
not Long
round
Beach, San
before
Jose
the
is
switch.
looking pretty good into this next half, going in with at least a 3-point lead.
Yeah, honestly,
Wait.
I think here for Long Beach, they need to go 7-5, right? They need to get this round just because, you know, if San Jose's defense is anything on this map like it is on Ascent, that's scary.
We win. We survive.
If we're gonna see that same defense coming, they're gonna have to totally switch up the way they attack. We've seen both sides of them, and their defense is very strong.
Oh, I mean, insanely strong. I mean, like I said, I got an interesting statistic that, you know, if San Jose goes on to win this match, you know, I'll be interviewing the captain and MVP of either team after this series is over. I mean, I am very interested to ask San Jose about a certain statistic that I have. So, guys, stick around after this series for the post-game interviews of either team. But, yeah, here comes that classic San Jose aggression, but doesn't seem to be working out. They look to be a little staggered as they get in, and Interior and Boot take down one, so it's a 3v3. But, I mean, honestly, it's still an equal footing, and with, you know, Teddy, Elvin, Chris still alive, anything can happen at this moment.
Still waiting for that. And Nira does take down Teddy. Still waiting on that B plant. They do seem to wait.
They're waiting for kills. They've got to get the pick because they know the reinforcements are going to come, and they know that Long Beach is going to answer this rotation over to the B site. So it's all about just getting those picks and then planning. I mean, it'd be hard to go in right now and get it.
30 seconds left.
You know, I mean, it's a 2v3. Elvin's low health, so they might just try to get as many kills as they can and somehow win the round based off that.
One enemy remaining.
Near gets both kills to end the round. So 4 kills in the round for Near, 22 and 7. I mean, you look at it right now, absolutely godlike performance on this map. I mean, he's got 22 kills. The closest person on his team has 7. That's 7, 14, 19. He's almost got as many kills as his other 4 teammates combined. And the man is having an absolute standout performance. I mean, something that we've seen from, you know, Teddy, the past couple of Sim maps he's played, and in general, I mean, Elvin's 16 and 7 on the good side. So, I mean, sorry, that's big actually. 16 and 7, only 6 kills off of Near. So they're absolutely taking turns, trading blows back and forth. But I mean, Near is doing everything he can to keep his team alive.
It seems like as well if San Jose wants to have an easier time for themselves, and Near seems to really be going off, and Near would be a very good target for them to go for.
Oh yeah, maybe you can shut down that range at the beginning. I mean, look, right as you call it, Ben. What does Teddy do? Instant headshot.
Teddy is able to shoot him down, shut him down.
Yeah. So you just taking out their star player on the pistol round. That's gonna be a big key as they're looking to try to hold A. But looks like Boop and OS14 is gonna honestly rotate this bomb over to B as the rest of the San Jose players are still tangled up on A, so they're able to get bombed down. It's going to take San Jose a minute to rotate over. I mean, you see Chris already rotating.
Destroyed.
They know the turrets got destroyed, so yeah, now the rest of San Jose is going to follow up. They should be here just in time to meet him, and so we should probably see a quick old-fashioned round. I mean, Boop's got the bomb down. This is 14. No, Chris is just shooting on the side. He's in another engagement. Chris takes down Boop.
Chris is able to take down 2. Phantom being the last one now. Phantom is still putting up a fight. But Phantom does go down with Chris now ending this round with 3 picks.
Such a key rotation. I mean, OS14 was distracted shooting one of Chris's teammates above. Chris pops out and kills him. Boop's in the middle of planting the bomb, so an easy right click on him will take that down and then follows up with a 3rd kill. So excellent pistol round. I mean, all started off by Teddy taking down a Near, and then Chris being in such a good spot. You know, when Long Beach rotated over to B, they had honestly no control. They had no mid-map control. They didn't have spawn presence. They just kind of were able to play B and back up to their side, and it's just not good enough for B. You need to have mid control. You need to be able to honestly block off, all 3 lanes, to be honest, or at least 2 of them, and hopefully 1 being mid and then the other one being the spawn, and they only had 1 of those locked off, so not a good post-plant situation for them. But
yeah, the B side has so many lanes going into it. It's just there's so many different ways to get into that one spot. It can really kind of screw up a team. As Rising Rage does trying to take out Thread, and Thread gets now 2.
Nick's transfer spray is so good. I mean, definitely does not start off hitting the headshot there, but quickly is able to recorrect his mouse aim and gets it. So Long Beach this round trying to take a page out of San Jose's playbook to make a quick one, but it doesn't work.
Did you just see, like, at the end there, it looked like, I think it was Thick got a grenade kill and a judge shot at the same time.
Styling, man. I love Raze is my baby, right? Whenever I play Valorant, I always play Raze. Just so fun mechanically to play, you know, being able to hop around with the satchel and throw that nade. Yeah, I caught that slightly, you know, as I was honestly staring at the mini map a bit there, but their whole team is just so good. This
is what now we just had a glimpse of what San Jose was playing like last game or last round. I wonder if they're gonna start bringing that back in. When they are aggressive and they do play together as a team and they do have that great communication, they are an unstoppable force.
I mean, for whoever plays in this next semifinal, I mean, coming up in, you know, just a little bit, I mean, whoever wins kind of cannot take this San Jose team lightly. I mean, they are absolutely insane.
Teddy is trying to come from behind. Teddy able to take out Rising Rage. Luke now trying to see if he can get even this spike down. This spike will help him out. Teddy is distracted. Teddy able to turn around though. Get that 3 pick. and close out the game 10-5. Now San Jose's up 5 points. You can already tell that the Long Beach team economy is starting to break, if not already has been broken.
I mean, how do you pull it back at this point, right? You just lost 13-3. You're now down 5-10 in this map. You know, and Nerier is by far outslaying on his team. And I mean, putting on a clinic when it comes to kills. I mean,
if you did look at the economy right there, their economy is not looking too great. Not full buys across the board, unlike Sen and San Jose. So that's definitely going to play into it. As Boop is able to take out Teddy, though. There's some hope yet.
Ooh, rough shots on the thing. I mean, not able to auto-correct him, not able to correct his aim this time. And OS14 getting some kills in the round, so they do have some guns on their team, and their best players are trying to make some work. I mean,
Last player standing.
Doesn't realize Phantom's there, but Chris able to find one. Will be in a 1v3, but has virtually no help at all. So
No more.
his momentum looks like it was starting to mount for the side of San Jose. Long Beach answers another round. I mean, they catch Thing out a little bit. I mean, they paranoia. He's forced to rotate back, and right as he comes out of it, I mean, he misses. Honestly, a nice headshot placement onto Rising Rage and ends up going down. So, and I mean, they killed Teddy to start off the round. I mean, Teddy's not the person, like we say, Nerier's a person that you don't want to go down for Long Beach. Teddy is not the person you want to go down. Teddy in these series has been by and far the first blood king, and when he gets that first blood and gets in the groove, I mean, he's just going to fry your team for the rest of the round.
I have to see if this was either a lucky break or San Jose or Long Beach is now coming back together as a team. Or San Jose going to break their spirit once again and continue their trek for 3 more points to win.
Or that the Omen Ultimate just came out. I didn't see where it went, if he was able to honestly get any sort of scouting information. I mean, there are 3 players stacked over to the side of B and looking to rotate back. I mean, I'm quite surprised that they're all over there considering the 8 presence, and Big's going to get bomb kill right now. So the rest of the team is going to be called to rotate. Attacking Killjoy is going to come out, but you're going to see, hopefully they stick around on the bomb side, right? I mean,
there we go with Teddy now taking out. Teddy, stop shooting, and that's... Sometimes you just got to keep on shooting. Anir taking out Elvin. It looks like Long Beach still has that fire.
yeah, 2 players are detained. They actually didn't get bombed down, so Boop is in a very good situation. I mean, the bomb player gets detained, and there's 30 seconds left. So, I mean, if I'm Chris, I'm going to hold on to a bomb site. Or, oh, actually, they're going to try to rotate all the way over to B. So I think he knows this point they're not coming back and might be able to catch him there. A 1v2 situation for Chris, and we've seen Thig clutching out a lot of these rounds. Alarm bot gets triggered, turret gets triggered, so no, they're there. It's actually going to tag a Nerier down a little bit. Bomb's going to go down.
One enemy remaining.
He's able to find it, turns and headshots. Ooh.
Look at that, Chris clutching it out now, going into 11-6, 2 more rounds to win. San Jose looking very
it's
strong.
Too many clutches. It's too many clutches at this point that Long Beach has given up. I mean, Thig with 2 clutches, Chris with another. I mean, they have some of these rounds where they have the advantage. And that's 3 rounds right there with this game. I mean, this could be almost a tie game at this point with these rounds, but it's just, again, another clutch play coming out of San Jose. I mean, they want this. They're playing like a team that wants to win this game, and they want to go on to the finals and try to stamp their place as the winner of the Immortal bracket for the first ever semester of the Collegiate Valorant League.
But there's Phantom coming off on with a Sheriff. The Sheriff being a very strong pistol, but it does have its drawbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Deagle in CSGO. I mean, if you hit that headshot, ooh boy, it is the most
You are
satisfying
done.
thing in the world.
That's like the Deagle and cross match in
shoot.
Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, I mean, bang
I
bang,
have the
they're
spike.
dead. But if you start whiffing those if you start whiffing the Sheriff shots in this game, you are gonna get punished so quick. So it is a definitely high risk, high reward gun. But
There we go. Now we do have the spike down. which is going to put some pressure on San Jose, but it seems like San Jose is confident enough they are just going to go for the kills.
They know where
Right
they
here,
know where
out
they
of
are.
charges.
Alvin's got high ground. They know
Shock
14
dart.
is stuck in that corner. He's going to shock dart. No, he teleports out. So, I mean, even though it's a 2v2, I mean, OS14 has such low health. I mean, they have to know where these
One
players are.
enemy remaining.
But
Last
OS14
player
is able to,
standing.
but Elvin does turn it around. But
Wow, and
Hunter's
Phantom
now
finds him.
winning. But Phantom with that Hunter's Fury.
He finds him with the Hunter's Fury. So again, I mean, Long Beach are still, I mean, they're still in it slightly. They're still finding these rounds that are able to get them in. I mean, even though they've let up 3 clutches, then they've still got 7 rounds in. I mean, you've gotta, you gotta think. I mean, if they hadn't, lost some of those rounds, I mean, they would be bang on. They would be even right now, and they would be much safer and much closer to honestly pushing this into a third map. They still have it. They've got, ults in the bag. They've still got room. They've still got the economy to go. So let's see how they can push it. As they're gonna try to assault A again, but Elvin's waiting right here with a shotgun. So this is gonna get close. But no, they're actually exploiting the A bomb site right here. So they've actually got the bomb down, and the entirety of San Jose is actually going to be flanking right now, and Teddy's going to drop down and instantly right-click Phantom. Nashi finds a grenade on the OS14, and it's a 3v2, so a little flank play trying to make things work for the side of San Jose, but
Last player
Long side is
standing.
being locked down right now by Long Beach, and near, honestly, on another 3K this round.
But look at Fig
Man
coming
has been
out.
playing lights out. Yeah, Big has
Tanking
no
in here,
chance.
but Rising Rage with the oh my gosh, my brain's just going all over the place. Rising
Yeah,
Rage
man.
with the ultimate, taking him out through the smoke.
They're
The
still
Blade
in it.
Storm.
And these weird plays from San Jose, I mean, they're, sat players more towards mid and beat bomb side and then try to flank in the end. And, I've seen that from teams in the past where they try to push up mid and flank the team that plants A, but, more times than not, it doesn't work out. It's better to hit them, head on and try to retake A from your own spawn. So that's 2 rounds in a row now for Long Beach, so 8-11. I mean, they are mounting that comeback slightly. I mean, only 3 rounds.
Here.
If they can get in this, they're going to be able to win. I mean, Rising Rage,
Rising
First
Rage.
Bloods. I mean, now the First Bloods are going on the side of Long Beach, so maybe they're finally starting to feel their groove in this game.
Ted now taking an 11, but Teddy able to bring it back almost with 2, but able to get 1.5 pretty much with the damage.
Yeah.
Now 2v4, 2v3 as Chris does take down Rising Rage.
Oh, no.
The ultimate able to stop the
Yeah.
spike plant.
Oh, no.
Very important.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, Chris finds a
Chris-
near.
Chris now on his 2.
Chris 14 always seems to be finding himself in such a low health situation, and Chris and Elvin, they're gonna play so tight. I mean, if Chris dies here,
Last player
Nashi,
standing.
But Nasty
finds him
is able to
instantly.
is able to clean it up.
Yeah, so
Now
that's gonna be
12 to
12-8.
8.
Match
12-8.
point.
This is map point and series point right now. I mean, that was another good opening round by Long Beach, but no matter what they seem to do all game long, San Jose has always put themselves in position to trade. I mean, whenever they've, gone down 2 kills a round, they'll fire 2-3 kills back. And when I look up and see who's left, it's always either a 3v2, 3v3,
make 'em
2v2.
dance.
It's always equal or 1 off. It's never too far off. So they're excellent team at getting trades. Now she's trying to find a little sneak through mid. I mean, we're talking about hero plays right now. I mean, if he gets the right peak, I mean, he might get the England to go aggressive and potentially make a hero play, but we're actually going to see OS14 ult into the back of the enemy spawn, and he completes the ult. So, but
That could
you
be a
see,
very big, as he
he
does
gets
get
one.
1.
Yeah, Nashi was looking, actually gets Chris as well. Might try to look back and take down, I think that's going to be Elvin, but
Not able to clean it up on the second one. Phantom does take down Fig. Teddy is able to clean up
See,
2
these
now.
trades.
Leveling it up.
these
Spike
trades,
planted.
OS14 starts out with 2
One
kills.
enemy remaining.
Opens up the back, but
But
Teddy is
Teddy-
roaring like an absolute monster right now. Takes down Boop. One
Teddy's
v2
now on that 3.
situation, gonna stick
Going
to
in for the
defuse.
defuse.
Uh-oh.
At half already.
Pulls
Going for the
out.
Blade Storm. Cleans it up with the
Oh
4.
my God, the
What a
Blade
way
Storm
to end it.
tells
what a way
Phantom
to
to
end it.
absolutely sit down. And there you have it. San Jose will win this map 13-8, win the series
Defenders
2-0 over Long
Was that
Beach,
supposed to be a
and will be
fight?
the first team in the Immortal Bracket Grand Final. Congratulations to them. Long Beach, at this point, are not out of it yet. They will actually drop down to play in that third place match. So they've still got a chance to play for a bronze placing and some money. And
I was just about to
oh,
ask
wow.
and see if are they going into the third, or at least trying
Yep.
for the third place.
That'll be third. So they'll go into the third, and they'll await the loser of the next match tonight, which, let me see, going back and look at it, is actually going to be CSULB Black versus SJSU Black. So it'll be
Another strong.
another strong matchup either way for them. So they're not out of it yet, but big props to San Jose, as they just looked honestly dominant just all series long. I mean, a 13-3 first map and a 13-8 this map. I mean, much longer this map, almost a 40-minute game, but I mean, super strong overall. I mean, I think this map comes down into the end, just some of the clutches. I think if
That the clutches definitely saved the game for San Jose. San Jose side for sure. We had a lot of clutches that almost you would think it's like you got to go back, watch it again. It's like, did that really happen? Do my eyes deceive me?
a 1v3
Chris,
by Fig, a 1v2 by Fig, a 1v2 by Chris, like you were just gonna say. It's
but you got to look at the way they played it. Very smart, because Chris could have gone for the back side or for the back one, which was honestly what I was thinking, like, why not go for the back one? The spike carry is distracted. Get the one that's probably gonna hit you first. But Chris played it very well, getting one that is distracted, then going for the back one. But overall, the clutches really did save this round for them, and having them win both games back to back.
yeah. I mean, we can be seeing map 3 right now, but anyways, big congratulations again to San Jose State University, as they're going to book their ticket into the Immortal Bracket Grand Final. I know they're all pumped about that. So we're actually going to go on a little bit of a break here, but when we come back, I'll actually be interviewing the MVP from San Jose and their team captain, so we'll be able to dive in and figure out a little bit what led to their win. And after that, that'll be it for me. And right now, this will be it for you, Bent, right?
Actually, I'll be coming back for the next series of
You
the
are?
Diamond Bracket.
Okay.
Diamond Bracket, I believe.
So you actually get 2 matches tonight. So that's awesome for you, man. Get the catch some. I'll definitely be in the chat with everybody else watching. But yeah, guys, stick around. We'll be right back with a post-game interview.